here it comes. We're doing 480 knots. The ground is nothing more than a blur. I didn't expect what was coming next. In a matter of seconds, we closed in on the target, climbed to 3,000 feet, turned upside down, fell like a rock to 1,400 feet and dropped our bomb. We recovered our dive at only 300 feet above the ground and my camera went to the floor. Then we climbed to 3,900 feet. What a trip. If you've ever ridden the Gemini at Cedar Point, you can imagine what it was like. I couldn't hold my camera. I couldn't lift my hand from my lap. My oxygen mask nearly ripped my nose off. I was under the force of 5 Gs, or my 160-pound body weighed close to 800 pounds. Every time we came out of a dive, it hurt. The G-suit filled with air, and it felt like a sumo wrestler had a bear hug on the lower half of my body. And after 5 more bomb drops, one of the fighters made a strafing run with his Vulcan cannon. By now, my bottom side felt like it did the time I skipped school and got caught. I asked myself how anyone could stand to be so uncomfortable. I was later told you get used to it. After being at the range for a little over 20 minutes, which seemed like 3 hours, the planes regrouped and headed home. I flew the Phantom for about 30 miles on the return trip. One of the pilots told me if I were really in combat, the enemy would have thought I was an entire squadron. I was all over the sky. As we dropped through the clouds, the squadron leader contacted Bearfield. We were on final approach.
Base 41, reduce speed 160 knots to follow traffic, and you're following a Merlin on 4 mile final. Advise airport in sight. Descend at your discretion.
Okay, we've got the airport, and we'll slow down to about 170.
Base 403, roger, that'll be fine. The Merlin's on a 3 mile final.
Wow, I had done it. I didn't hurt anymore. I couldn't wait to get home and tell my family what a day it had been. Now that I think about it, maybe, just maybe, Major Jimmy Likens would have been that hero he always dreamed of.
Jim, that's probably the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. What makes a guy, I know it's exciting for me, I've never done this before, but on a daily basis, what makes it exciting for you to fly an F-4?
Well, truthfully, it's just it's something you love to do in our country. It's something we know some of us have to do for our country.
It's a lot of fun, though, isn't it?
Well, beats a roller coaster. It's exciting. It's something a lot of people dream about and never have the opportunity to ever participate in or do. You've seen it now, you've done it, and you realize why our guys keep coming out here.
Jim, I just want to thank you and Colonel Smiley and the 122nd Tactical Fighter Wing out here at the Indiana National Guard for giving me the opportunity to experience something I've always dreamed of, and again, thank you very much.
Well, we're glad to have you and able to show the people what the Reserve Unit and the Air National Guard is all about.
Well, my fantasy did become a phantom, as you can see. I'm Jim Likens, 21 Alive.